What if the glass slippers weren't a gift, but a curse that trapped Cinderella in a dangerous fate? This isn't the fairy tale you remember. It's a tale of magic, betrayal, and redemption. In a distant land forgotten by time, a small, crumbling kingdom sat hidden within a forest of perpetual twilight. The trees in this forest were ancient, their gnarled roots twisting into the earth like clawed hands. Moss, heavy and gray, hung from their branches, creating curtains that blocked out the faint silver light filtering through the canopy. No. The people of the kingdom whispered of a terrible curse that had drained their lands of color and life. Flowers no longer bloomed, rivers had run dry, and even the sun seemed to avoid the skies above this forsaken place. The world existed in muted shades of gray, with only the faintest hints of color in dreams and memories. At the base of the castle lay a desolate village. The cottages were falling apart, their roofs caved in, and their walls overrun with creeping ivy. The gardens, once full of vibrant flowers, were now filled with brittle, gray weeds. The villagers moved like ghosts through their daily routines, their faces pale and tired. It was a place where hope had withered like the land itself. Within the crumbling castle, Ella toiled in silence. She wasn't the heroine of a storybook, for her life was no fairy tale. Her stepmother, now the caretaker of the abandoned castle, had discovered Ella's secret magic coursed through her veins. To protect herself and her daughters, she forced Ella into servitude, hiding the girl's gift from the world while using it for her own gain. Day after day, Ella worked in the shadows. The hearth was her constant companion, its great maw filled with cold ash from the past. Her hands, trembling and scarred, glowed faintly with suppressed magic, her birthright a curse in a land where sorcery had caused ruin. Her chamber, if it could be called that, was a miserable space. A cracked mirror on the wall reflected her weary face, and cobwebs hung like curtains in every corner. Her golden eyes, a gift from her mother, still held a faint shimmer of hope, though they were often clouded with tears. On rare moments, when she stood by the broken window, the cursed forest below stretched out endlessly. Even in her captivity, the swirling motes of light around her hands reminded her that magic still lived within her. Though her stepmother sought to break her spirit, Ella's resolve to escape grew stronger each day. One fateful night, a royal messenger arrived at the castle gates. He carried an ornate invitation sealed with golden wax. The prince of the neighboring kingdom had arranged a grand ball, promising to lift the spirits of all who attended. The parchment shimmered in the dim light, its intricate calligraphy inviting all to dream of a better life. The ball was meant to be a celebration of hope, but for Ella, it was another reminder of her captivity. Her stepmother locked her in a small chamber, ordering her to stay silent. But Ella knew the truth. Her stepmother planned to use magic to enchant her daughters, ensuring one of them would secure the prince's favor. As Ella sat in the dark room, a strange voice called to her. It was soft and lilting, rising from the ashes of the hearth. A spectral figure formed, its body made of swirling smoke and embers. The spirit gestured toward a pair of glowing glass slippers that rested beneath the fireplace. The slippers pulsed with power, their surface etched with faint runes. Ella knew they were no ordinary gift. They were ancient, forged by magic, and their energy whispered promises of freedom and danger. When Ella arrived at the ball, no one recognized her. The cursed slippers had transformed her. Her tattered clothes were replaced with a gown that shimmered like molten silver, and her soot-streaked face now radiated an otherworldly beauty. The crowd whispered in awe as she descended the grand marble staircase that led into the ballroom. The ballroom was breathtaking, Walls of polished ivory rose high into vaulted ceilings, adorned with intricate carvings of mythical creatures. The chandeliers floated weightlessly, their crystals refracting light in a rainbow of colors. Every corner of the room was filled with music, laughter, and the sound of dancing feet. Ella's gown sparkled with every step, its fabric catching the soft golden glow of the chandeliers. But the glass slippers were the most enchanting of all. They seemed to hum with power, their faint red glow pulsing in time with her heartbeat. The prince stood at the edge of the crowd, his eyes sharp and curious locked onto Ella the moment she appeared. He began to move toward her, his finely tailored attire adorned with symbols of his royal lineage. The crowd parted as he approached, leaving Ella exposed under his intense gaze. As they danced, Ella felt the curse of the slippers tighten its grip. The whispers in her mind grew louder, demanding that she keep the prince's attention at all costs. Each step felt heavier, the magic pulling her deeper into its spell. When the clock struck midnight, the magic unraveled. A deep, resonating chime echoed through the ballroom, and Ella felt a surge of pain as the slippers tightened around her feet. The floor beneath her cracked, and a vortex of shadows erupted, swirling with chaotic energy that threatened to consume the room. The prince tried to approach her, but the force of the magic pushed him back. Ella fell to her knees, clutching the glass slippers that seemed to fuse to her feet. She realized then that the only way to break the curse was to destroy the slippers. Summoning all the magic she had suppressed for so long, Ella channeled her power into the slippers. They began to glow brighter, the runes etched into their surface burning with golden and crimson light. With a final cry, she shattered the slippers. The explosion of light was blinding, engulfing the ballroom and driving away the darkness. As the glow subsided, the vortex vanished, and the guests stood in stunned silence. The curse was lifted. The shadows that had plagued the kingdom began to dissolve, and the world slowly came back to life. Flowers bloomed where none had grown in years, and the sky shifted from gray to the soft hues of dawn. Ella stood in the center of the ballroom, her tattered dress replaced by a simple, radiant gown. She looked to the prince, who extended his hand to her, but Ella, now free, smiled softly and turned toward the open doors of the castle. She didn't need a prince or a crown. Her path was her own to choose. As she stepped outside, the villagers gathered to watch in awe. They saw not a princess, but a savior, a young woman who had broken the curse and brought life back to the kingdom. The forest welcomed her with a soft breeze, and for the first time in years, sunlight kissed her face.
For more videos like these, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the notification bell. Comment down below what topic or genre you would like me to upload next. Thanks for watching.